I'm Corey West, Senior Product Manager here at Sustainment. Once you issue a purchase order, things go perfectly, right? No delays, no shortages, no quality issues, just smooth sailing. Yeah, we know that that's not how it works. In fact, most purchase orders don't go exactly as planned. Suppliers run into delays, you're going to get a partial shipment, and sometimes, well, quality isn't what you would have expected. That's why we're rolling out new functionality to help you manage your purchase order. When you upload a PO, we'll identify all of the parts on it, and from there, we'll help you track the delivery dates, we'll split out partial orders, and we'll even help you keep track of rejections. Dealing with disruptions in your supply chain is a headache, but keeping track of it all doesn't have to be. Let's jump in and see how Sustainment can help you stay on track of your open POs. Before we jump into our purchase order functionality, I do want to pause for a moment and look at our new left navigation. So we have simplified this. We've split out the buyer and the supplier experiences. So if you're a supplier looking for opportunities in managing your open orders, you would jump over to the supplier section. We're here in the buyer section, so we'll start there. Just before I started this recording, I went ahead and went to create a new procurement project, and I uploaded a purchase order. To save time, I went ahead and let that run, and here is what we'll see once everything is uploaded. So I'm going to click into this project, and you'll see our new procurement flow. Over on the right is the purchase order I just uploaded. Like with this preview always, I can click in to see a full screen view of it. I can also zoom in and move around. That'll help me make sure that everything that I have on the left that I'm typing in matches what's on my purchase order. So here you can see we already got the purchase order number, we pulled the issue date, we pulled the delivery date. All of that's coming straight off of the PO. Because this is something that's in the future, it's going to ask if you would like Sustainment to email the PO to your supplier for it to be acknowledged. If you choose that option, we'll send it on. Your supplier will have the chance to acknowledge that they did receive that purchase order. Again, moving on, you can see that we grabbed the amount. We pulled your supplier, so we know that you're sending this to TX Welding, so we're going to go ahead and fill that in. If you're sending this to a brand new supplier that's not in the system, you'll see something that looks similar to this, and you can easily add them straight to your supplier records. As we move down to the parts that were pulled off of your purchase order, we can see that there were 3 parts that are already in the system. So I've got a match here. There's one part here that wasn't found. This is a part that wasn't previously in my part library. Well, it's really simple. As soon as I create this part and create this project, it's going to go straight into your parts library and we'll begin tracking it from there. You don't have to go manually create these one by one. Also, you'll notice here with this part, our revision 3 doesn't exist. So it's going to prompt me either to go and find one of my existing revisions, or in this case, I want to create revision 3. That's the one that we're actually working with. So when I create this project, it's going to go ahead and create that for me as well. So to fill this out, I'll go ahead and put revision numbers in for these. And I do need to come back and put my supplier back in. And now we're ready to create the project. All right. Now that the project is created, I'm going to walk you through a couple of the changes that you can do to make sure that you're keeping all of your data up to date. So in this case, let's say my supplier told me that this lighting adapter is going to be late. It's only one piece, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to move the due date. So here I would just simply put in a new date, and let's say this one's going to actually be really early. So let's have that be in February. You can see now that is going to split out and have the new delivery date here. We're keeping track of that previous delivery date because we want to be able to know when you originally expected it. Say now, in this case, my mainframe assembly, the supplier told me, ooh, we can get you 20 of those on time, but 5 of them are going to be late. That's where we'll come in and use our new split order functionality. So I'll split this out. I know that 20 of these are going to be on time. The original date here was 8/24, so we'll keep that the same. And we'll add a split line here. And you can see that there's still 5 remaining. We're going to make sure that you add these up so that the amounts stay the same. You're not going to accidentally lose something in this process. And let's go with September 1st here. Okay. I'm going to not notify my supplier. If I want to notify the supplier, I can do that. But in this case, I'm just going to save the changes. You'll see once again, we're going to be moving those things around for you. We're keeping track of that previous delivery date, but we have the new delivery date for those ones that you originally asked for. The last thing that we're going to do here is let you reject things. So here with our resistors, let's come in and say maybe 3 of those, they weren't right. Okay, so I'm going to put in my rejection date of today. These didn't meet spec. I can again optionally notify the supplier. If I do that, it's going to let them know some info here. You can edit this as you wish, and I'll confirm that rejection. Once I reject something, you'll see that I can track that easily here. I know when that rejection was made. If I need to come in and get a little more info, I can go back here and see the rejection history. Hopefully you don't have to reject anything else, but you could always come in and reject another part here. So with that, we've got some really great functionality for you to be able to keep your delivery dates up to date and to be able to keep track of those rejections. We want to keep making it easier than ever for you to keep track of your purchase orders. This functionality we're releasing now is going to really help in that direction. Also, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a preview. We're going to be working on letting you mark your specific line items as delivered and really tracking your goods receipt management process in the system. All of that is going to ultimately lead to us being able to provide you with some really great analytics about your on-time delivery rate and your quality percentages. We know that those are 2 metrics that are hugely important for staying on top of your suppliers and making sure you're working with the right people. So stay tuned. In the next month, you'll see a lot of these features rolling out. We'll be excited to bring them to you soon. Thanks.